Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another exciting show here today. This is K.L.P Tonight. Hopefully you guys are ready for another exciting show here today. Very, very blessed to be back for the show. You guys liked the show we did last week. Well, of course, we talked about so many things on the first ever premiere comeback show of K.L.P Talk Live. And yes, we're back this week for another exciting show for you guys. I'm super pumped. Let me tell you why I'm super pumped. Because, you know, you guys really enjoyed the show, right? So we try to find stories. We try to find things to talk about here on the show for you guys as entertainment, and just by the viewership that we've got from last week's episode, you guys really enjoyed it. And for our audio people, you guys enjoy hearing it on the audio platforms as well. So we thought, you know, might as well continue on with this legacy, continue on with this show. I'm super pumped for sure because, you know, we're coming back in front of the camera with the new camera, the Canon G7X. So excited to be back with a brand new spanking new camera for you guys, for our YouTube channels, Dailymotion and Facebook. So let's get on with the things we're going to talk about on today's show. But before we get to the juiciness of it, hopefully you guys are ready for another exciting shoe line, of course, from the Kennedy Lucas Shoe Collection. We announced today Black Powers in celebration of Juneteenth. Of course, those shoes are on sale right now. You got 30 days to pre-order your pairs of Black Powers, available right now. You guys can see it on my Facebook. You can see it on our Instagram, presented by liveshoes.com. We're selling those out, crafted from our good partners over there in Italy, so you guys can get your pre-orders done. You got 30 days to pre-order, so please, if you have the money, you have the time, pre-order your shoes today. And of course, production for the setup costs will begin, and you guys will get those shoes shipped out for you for free. Completely free shipping. You're not going to pay a dime when it comes to shipping. We just want you guys to enjoy the pairs of shoes that we've designed, and I'm very, very hopeful that you guys really like the shoes and give us your feedback, because we really want to know about your feedback. So let's get on to the juiciness of it. Of course, we've got some gaming related news, and then we've got some interesting news that I wanted to talk about on today's show, because why not? Of course, Cyberpunk 2077 is back on the PlayStation Network, but is still broken. So this game, y'all, and I looked down because, you know, this game, man, like, I was looking forward to this game for a long time, and, you know, to see that this game is back on the PlayStation Network is quite exciting. It really is exciting because, you know, the game, they had a lot of talk about, a lot of hype, and then it didn't live up to the expectation. You guys know Cyberpunk 2077 has a lot of bugs in the game, and that's why it declined in sales, and a lot of people didn't get the game. Of course, CD Projekt Red, they went bankrupt because of the failure of this game. So it's very exciting to see that the PlayStation Network decided to bring this game back, because I remember PlayStation was pissed. And I was pissed too, don't get me wrong. I was pissed because a lot of us consumers, we were very excited for this game to be released and to be ready to play. I was gonna drop $50 for this game because it just looked that awesome to play, but after I'm seeing the reviews and it just didn't work out well, unfortunately this game didn't appeal to me. True story, I went to GameStop, not recently, but this was like about 2 months ago. I want to say the last time I went to GameStop, or maybe a month ago actually. I went to GameStop and I saw Cyberpunk on the shelf for PlayStation and for Xbox, the disc version. So I'm looking around, and, you know, I'm like, okay, I want a new game to play. I want to grab a new game, but, you know, I see that Cyberpunk is here, but I mean, that game had a lot of bad reviews. And then my brother went with me, my little brother Ryan. He went with me, and he had asked me about Cyberpunk because he heard of the game too. And I said, yeah, this game is out, but it didn't sell. You know, it didn't really live up to the expectations. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to drop. And I think at the GameStop I went to, the game was about $30-something. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to drop $30 for this game that's not really, you know, it's been broken, it's not really out. So I was very cautious about that. So I went to the GameStop associate, and let me tell you, GameStop associates, if you hire the right ones, they are very, very cool, because GameStop associates when they know their gaming stuff, they can give you a lot of gaming news. Case in point, back in the day, true story for our audience here. True story. I actually applied for GameStop so many times over and over again. I never got the job, but I knew about video games, and I've been to GameStops where, in particular, and there's this one GameStop in New Orleans. They have this one girl, and it's not no gender offended to it because girls are gamers too. But there was a woman in the store. She didn't know anything about gaming. I asked her about a couple of video games. She couldn't tell me. So I'm like, okay, why do you? And that's my point. Why do you work at this GameStop if you can't really tell me too much about the games? You know, like, what's this game about? Oh, I don't know. It's great. I'm like, okay, so you're just trying to tell me that so you can sell it to me? So, case in point, to the GameStop I went to when I saw Cyberpunk, you know, the woman, I asked her, you know, hey, Cyberpunk, did they fix the bugs? And she was telling me so much about it. She was telling me so much about the patching up they did, the updates they did. She was telling me they still got a lot of work to do into the game, but she has the Xbox. I don't know. I can't remember which Xbox she said she had. I think she said she had an Xbox Series X. I think. I can't remember. But she has an Xbox. And she said she hasn't experienced anything bad with the Xbox version of Cyberpunk 2077. She actually enjoyed it. She did mention to me, yeah, you're going to find some bugs in this game. Like it or not, you're going to find some bugs into this game because, you know, and then she said there were small bugs. There wasn't big bugs. It was just small bugs that you notice that they're there. And she said it's kind of funny. It's kind of entertaining for her to see these bugs. I think she said you can summon your vehicle in the game. And she said she summoned her vehicle and the vehicle came straight from the sky. And she just laughed. She thought it was the funniest thing ever. Case in point, I do hope Cyberpunk 2077 fixed their bugs. You know, maybe that could get a lot of us consumers back into the likes of the game. A lot of people don't have it because of that reason. I do think if they 100% fix everything, and that's going to be a while until they do, y'all. But when they 100% fix everything, do I think that they should resell this game for $50 a pop like they originally wanted to? Probably not, because you know, you already lost your consumer. You already lost your audience. You already lost the people that was interested in this game, was very excited for the game, and then now they didn't get what they, you know, anticipated, and then they're disappointed. So do I think they should have it back to $60 if they fix stuff? Probably not. I think they should just keep it $30, $40 and then let the consumers roll in, and then that's just should be their kickback for the game. They should not recharge the game back to $60 when they're fixing the game. So PlayStation has it on the PlayStation Network. Do warning to all you guys out there who might get the game on the PlayStation Network. Do warning for you guys, you know, it's still broken. There's still a lot of bugs in it. But if you're willing to take that risk on and maybe buy it, play it, and review it, I say go for it. But, you know, more power to you. There is some bugs into it for sure. So hopefully you guys, you know, heed warning in that. Heed warning in that. Now, before we go on commercial break, of course, this segment was brought to you by the newest thing that we have launched from K.L.P Entertainment in relation to gaming news. Of course, last night, we officially launched Commotion Gaming Network. So excited for that for sure. You guys are going to see the intro later on this week. We're still planning a lot of things to get released this week because, you know, we're still going on vacation. I'll go ahead and say on the show, this will be the last episode for this week, and then we're shutting it down. I'm going on vacation. I need a rest. But we wanted to go ahead and announce this week. Of course, Commotion Gaming Network is available on Swanky 93.3, the radio station. All you got to do is go to any of your audio platforms, whether that's Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Audible, Amazon Music, whatever you like to listen to us, go to that streaming service, type in Swanky 93.3, the radio station. You'll see Commotion Gaming Network available right now. The first episode, first broadcast we did, very, very fun. First segment, we had to give back to our Hispanic heritage culture. So the first segment is all in Spanish. So for our Spanish, Hispanic, international countries out there that listen, you might enjoy that. But then on the other half end of the broadcast, we're talking about the recent events and all the games that got announced for E3 2021. Of course, more episodes of Commotion Gaming Network will be released this week, so stay tuned for that as well. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, but when we come back, we're going to talk about some juiciness. Stay tuned. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to K.L.P Tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoying the show thus far. So good to be back in front of the camera. You know, I told Tyrus, if you guys don't know about Tyrus is our audio producer and our voice director here at K.L.P Entertainment. So he makes sure, he works with sounds, he works with audio, he works with our audio side of things. And I told him, when we were getting ready to do a podcast, like, hey, yeah, we're bringing the talk shows back because, you know, I miss being in front of the camera, not just behind the camera, but in front of the camera for you guys. And, you know, very, very excited for that, for sure, because, you know, we're back in the studio, back in front of the camera for you guys. So excited, for sure. So I wanted to talk about this. Of course, this news came from the Atlanta Journal. If you guys don't know about the Atlanta Journal, that's one of our inspirations when we make our magazine issues. Atlanta Journal is one of those magazines and journals that we read and just kind of get inspired about how they do their journals and their magazines. And I read about this and I wanted to talk about it because, you know, it's such a huge topic of conversation right now. Just a little bit to do with politics, a little bit, but not too much. I don't like to be so political on the show, but these things, that's just what we have to talk about on this beautiful, beautiful Monday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your day yesterday. Yesterday was Father's Day, so wishing every father out there, including my own, happy Father's Day. I may not have posted anything about Father's Day or anything like that, but I wanted to come on the show and wish everyone a happy Father's Day if you somehow forgot that Father's Day was yesterday. But I wanted to talk about this topic because it is an interesting topic of conversation that I think we should talk about for sure. These are the conversations that should be had on talk shows the most, because I like to get people's input on things. I like to get people's input about how they feel about certain things. So, as you guys know, Atlanta police has gotten not a funding. They withhold their funding for police in general in Atlanta. So I think it was $73.7 million of funding was withheld from Atlanta police until they can discuss how to better police people here in Atlanta. We all know around this time last year, we've dealt with some of the most, and I do mean the most, police brutality of all mankind, I think. This time last year, we dealt with it. We had to fight for it. We dealt with it. So I'm going to say freely on my show, K.L.P Tonight. I was about to say K.L.P Talk Live. That's our radio show. K.L.P Tonight. I'm full support of withholding police funding. I know I might get a lot of hate comments just by saying that just now, but that's just how I feel. I don't feel bad for police not getting funding for their pay raise, because I think they need to do a better job about policing. Not just Atlanta police. I'm talking Norcross police. I'm talking about Duluth police. I'm talking about Gwinnett police. I'm talking about every police officer that is serving for Georgia. I don't feel bad, because police needs to learn how to better police our community. Based off the events that we saw last year. Around this time last year, police brutality all the way. I saw this one thing, right? It was on Instagram. This dude was in his car just taking a nap in a public park, not a private park. A public park, not a private park. This dude is getting harassed by cops because he's just taking a nap in his car. Ain't that some shit? I mean, yeah, and then they wonder why we're so angry. They wonder why they're not getting that much funding. And I know a lot of counties, in particular Gwinnett, they're not getting a lot of cops wanting to be cops anymore, because I see the signs everywhere, not hiring for the Gwinnett Police Department. So people, and some people don't want to be cops based off the idea of police brutality, based off them being, in my mind, villains in the case. I have to, in America, when I'm driving, right, I'm driving and I see a cop right behind me. I have to straighten up because I don't know what's gonna happen. I have to make sure my phone is on the dashboard. I have to make sure that I'm nice and cool and collected because I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. And you know, you can tell cops do this. They drive and they do this number here. They're pulling up your license plate. For what? I don't know. Because they do that a lot with me. When the cop is right behind me and I'm driving straight, I'm fine, I'm driving, and the cop's doing this, he's checking that license plate to make sure it's me in my car. And people wonder why they're not getting funding. Like, I don't feel bad. The work needs to be done for police to be police instead of villains, to decrease police brutality, and that's just one of the things that we're not seeing right now. And that's just there's cold honest truth. We're not seeing that right now. I'm sorry, guys. I don't feel bad for that. Atlanta did announce that they're withholding $73 million in funding for Atlanta police. So who knows if they're going to get that ever going to get that funding. I think a lot of the chief of police and the sheriffs and all of those departments, they're looking at better ways of policing our Georgia, our greater America right now. And it's just, you know, it's a lot of conversations that's being had. I don't think I have any friends except for one friend, but I haven't asked him about it because, you know, it's none of my business. But he's a cop. I don't know if he works for Atlanta Police or K.L.P Police. I forgot the two, but he is in that field, and you know, he's, you know, funding is getting cut, and it's a hard job. I could be a cop. I could not be a cop. I don't want to be a cop, but I feel bad about police not getting funding? No, I don't, because there's better ways you can police people without killing them. Sorry, not sorry. You know, that's just how it is. Another light news, of course, they have 23 million students are going back to the classrooms. Of course, they had their stats come up. Of course, they had about 23 million people towards the end of COVID-19 going back to school, and a lot of parents are getting ready for the next school year. So I do hope you guys get your kids vaccinated, get yourself vaccinated, because COVID is still here. COVID has not gone away. A lot of places are starting to open back up, and Georgia's starting to be back to normal just a little bit, but COVID is still here. So I do recommend you guys just keep your mask on. Stay safe, practice social distancing whenever you can, because COVID is still here. It's good to see the kiddos going back to school. I'm not going back to school. You know, I'm done with college, but it's good to see that kids are going back to school. A lot of students are going back to colleges and universities. Of course, practicing social distancing efforts as well. So it's quite exciting to say the least that, you know, things are slowly but surely getting back to normal, kind of, maybe, I guess so. I say it like that because, you know, COVID is still here. I still wear a mask. A lot of people who've been vaccinated still wear a mask because it's just a cautious thing that we're prone to now. It's been a year since we've been doing this thing, so we've been very, very cautious about that, especially here in the studio. Everyone practicing social distancing, and when I get ready to film more films next month, you know, we're still going to do that same thing when practicing social distancing. So let me know what you guys think about that. Students going back to school, will they still offer some online courses? Absolutely. Will a lot of jobs still be remote? Yes, absolutely. So it's just quite interesting that things are still going to be the same, but kind of change with a twist. So I'm very excited for that, to see what happens after that. Of course, that's going to wrap it up here with K.L.P Tonight. But before we go, we'd like to let you guys know of something. Please remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Daily Motion channel, and even our Facebook page at K.L.P Entertainment, so you guys don't miss K.L.P Entertainment news. And of course, as always, we also want you guys to make sure that you're subscribed, follow, whatever you got to do on all of our social platforms. We're on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Audible. Whatever you listen to, subscribe to us so that way you don't miss news and announcements. One more announcement, actually. We're going to be doing a lot of audio this remaining of this week. But of course, I like to do this. I'm going to do this on the radio station and on my pages, but I'm going to do it on the talk show too. Of course, K.L.P Entertainment will be taking vacation, of course, June 24th through the 27th. That is about 4 days. We're going to be out of town, out of state on vacation. Of course, I like to reward myself and K.L.P Entertainment with that time off to not do anything but just relax and go on vacation. So if you're wondering, hey, where's the next show? Where's that episode 3 of Heart of the Swarm? Well, where's episode 4 of Gundam Zero? We're not going to produce that this weekend because we're going on vacation. We need time, we need a break to just recruit, because July is going to be an awesome month for us here at K.L.P Entertainment. As always, this has been K.L.P Tonight with your host, the swanky one, the creative one, K.L.P. Please remember to drink water every 15 minutes. Stay safe and stay swanky.